Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. More often than not, I get a lot of communications from people saying, David, we get it. You're focusing on a lot of the luxury items, a lot of the brand items that, have a larger investment to it. And why not? It's James Bond. We understand those kind of go hand in hand, but for the sake of variety, wouldn't it be nice every now and then to talk about things that, equated to a little bit less pocket change? So today, what I wanted to do was talk about some of my favorite Bond items that all are less than $10 each. Yes, very simple parameters to this video. Number one, I have to really like it. It can't just be something that falls under the $10 mark and I go, I'll just grab that piece of whittling. No, I have to really like it and appreciate it for certain reasons. The other thing is, it has to fall under $10. So today, without any further ado, let's jump into it. First one harkens back to my childhood. I remember very well going to the store, JCPenney's, Sears, it wouldn't matter. And I would look at the rows and rows and rows of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, those small little moments that I would then take my imagination along a racetrack. And not to be outdone, No Time to Die, sure enough, has come out with their own. Now I want to get up nice and close with this, and we'll also get some nice close-up pictures. So this right here is the Hot Wheels No Time to Die DB5, and it has bullet holes in it. It has battle damage, as I like to say. So what's very cool about this is it's got a little bit of an explanation on the back, very short and to the point, but Hot Wheels has a great nostalgic heritage. Tie that to the Bond, tie that to the history that Hot Wheels has had with Bond, and you've got a really great car. By the way, 1963 Aston Martin DB5 is what it says on the bottom, $5.99. Now you can find this in a lot of different stores. It's probably out there right now. You just got to go hunt and find it. How amazing of an experience is it when you find a James Bond anything, never mind a toy, out in the wild today in 2021. It's insane. But what I love about this is for $6, give or take, off of Amazon or different places, you can actually capture a moment from No Time to Die, and it makes a great souvenir. If you saw this at the theater after you watched the movie, you would grab this. So this has got to be obviously making one of the parts of the list. Second one also falls in the same line, and it's, for me, Johnny Lightning is kind of a newcomer on the line, but, not to be outdone, they have the Aston Martin, Aston Martin Saloon, or Vantage, as many people are calling it. And what's great about this car is look at the details on that. Look at the amazing thing. It's got obviously the gun barrel on the back. It says 1987 Aston Martin V8, and we know that makes a showing in No Time to Die. What's interesting about this packaging, it's a little bit different than the Hot Wheels one, but it still says No Time to Die. It has this great thing on it. No Time to Die is the first Bond film to feature 4 different Aston Martin models. The 4 models in the film are the DB5, the DBS, Superleggera, the Valhalla, and the V8. So very nice. And again, very small bit of pocket change. You can get this for probably about $6.99. Falls well with under the $10. And again, it's that capturing that kid in you. That nostalgic moment. When I actually received the Hot Wheels, it came in that plain white box that the old Hot Wheels came into when you ordered them online. There was no online back then, David, but when you ordered them through the mail, you understand my point. And again, we always complain about toys. Where are the toys? Well, there's 2 perfect examples of ones that kind of capture the moment of the beautiful vehicles of James Bond. All right, so we've got to talk about edibles. No, not that edible, but hey, if you're partaking, salute. But we have to talk about the edibles of James Bond. Yeah, is that a thing? That should be an Instagram, the edibles of James Bond. But there are things that you can consume and yet are collector pieces that are under the $10 mark. First of all, and we've talked about this, the Charbonnel El Walker 007, this is their bar. You've seen it before. This is their milk chocolate bar. And again, it's got all the little trappings of James Bond. It's got the 007. It's fine British milk chocolate bar, so it's got that British heritage. Wonderful wrapping. It's got the iconic flag. So to have something like this, and this actually is $9, falls with under the mark. It's a delicious treat, and you know, a lot of people are keeping the box, and why not? It's still a 007 collectible. But, you know, this might not be your cup of tea. Maybe you want something a little bit crunchier, a little bit snackier, and yet infused with a dry martini. What? You know, 007.com, you can get this. And you've probably seen this before. We talked about it in an Instagram review and video, but this is the 007 Dry Martini Gourmet Popcorn, popped, not stirred. Yes, not stirred. Now, there's not a ton of popcorn in here, but you can get a wonderful taste of it. And it does. It has kind of lemon, martini, vermouthy, is that a thing? I don't know, notes. And this falls $6. $6, well within the range, and a great collectible. A lot of people, because of the foil pouch, are not opening it. They're just collecting it, and it's got the No Time to Die, obviously iconic print and content on it with the martini. So they're keeping it. They're not consuming it. It's like buying the champagne bottles and not consuming it, but saving it for a rainy day. Buy two, falls within $12. You can eat one and display one. You know, they say good things come in small packages, and they are right. Listen, for under $9 off of 007.com, you can get some of these enamel pin badges. And they're quite unique because they're not just the typical pin badges. As you can see, this one, for example, says Q Branch on it, and it's pretty legit. It's something that you know that you could have on your lapel, on your jacket, put it on denim, it doesn't matter. And it's that kind of subtle, maybe not so subtle nod to other Bond fans that you get it. And if you know, you know. And Q Branch, there's also Universal Exports. They're all about $9, very simple, but a very high quality as well. And you can kind of wear your pride just through a pin. So this next one falls just under the $10. I mean by a nickel, but it still makes it. And I've got to say, I'm incredibly impressed with these. And at first, I wasn't. A little bit of story with this. So these are the 007 James Bond theory cards. I think many of you have seen them already. And there's a couple reviews out there. These are unbelievable. And at first, when I saw them, I said, oh, you know, the box is very nice. It's gold. It's got the 007 logo on there. It's got the iconic barrel. But it's when you open these that you really see the magic, because the cards themselves, let me just move over so you can see them. The cards themselves have really these secret hidden nuggets of James Bond moments. And we're all about that. It's our hobby. It's what the Bond experience is about. When you take a look at these cards, and to the layman, they may say, oh, it's a nice pack of quality, high-grade cards. But no, it's so much more. There's all these little secrets, guns, flashbacks to the movies. There's some great reviews out there. We'll put a link below to Ray Cromfeld, Bond Armory's review of these cards, because it's better than anything that I could do. So these are reasonable. It's $9.95. And for that, you're not only getting a souvenir, you're not only getting a collectible, you're getting something that really has some explorable, really wonderful moments. And that's why for under $10, to me, if you don't own one of these, question it, because it's a given, or just ask somebody for it. So under $10, you know, as we start to ponder about, you know, what, especially nowadays, you know, what can $10 or less get you? I want to talk about culture, and I want to talk about the arts, and I want to talk about fans, because for under $10, you can get a digital book. Now, I know you're saying, David, it's a book. You just showed me Hot Wheels cars and chocolate bars, and now you expect me to read? What do you do? What are you, Professor Zaritsky? Actually, no. But, you know, this whole idea of working both the mind and the body is all about James Bond. So why not pick up a book? There are so many great books out there, so much great reading, and a lot of them are available in a digital form. Yeah, if you buy it hardback or if you buy it paperback, it's going to be more than $10, but so many of them are so reasonable and they're still great reads. You can read it on your phone, on your tablet, on your phablet, on your Kindle. I don't know. Is there any other ways to read it? On your computer, on your palm of your hand? Who knows what's going to come out next year? But the reality is you're going to get so much from it. And yes, this is going to sound like a commercial. Books allow you to travel, even when you can't travel. So it's a great way to spend your money and still have a Bond moment. So when we talk about the arts, we have to literally talk about the arts. And that is that there are a lot of artists out there that for less than $10, you can actually own a piece of their art. One, and I'll just pick one off the bat, is Sean Longmore. Sean has done these incredible pan covers. You know, they're about the size of the paperback books. And as you can see, what he's done is he's really gone out of his way. And I think some of these are sold out, but you can go check out his link below. He's really gone out of his way to take a lot of incredible, incredible scenes and put them in the forefront, but reinvent the way we see Bond visuals in so many different ways, based on a lot of Japanese posters, based on a lot of the art that he really appreciates. So he's taken his passion and he's delivered it to us. And you can purchase these very simple postcards. You can frame them. I've seen people frame them, or you can just collect them or lay them out in your collection. It's an easy way to do that. But again, for under $10, you're supporting the art, you're supporting a fan, plus you're receiving these incredible, really visionary type of interpretations of James Bond that just add a little pop of color and a little pop of culture to your life. So these are just a smattering, if you will, of different collectibles, different items in the James Bond world today that you can purchase. And they're all under $10. Like I said before, we'll leave the links below. I hope you like this. We'll do more. And by the way, in the comments, if there are items out there that you've discovered, that you have found, that you feel passionate about, list them below. I'd love to see them too. I love to explore this. I'm a collector, clearly, and I love to discover new things. I hope you do as well. All right, this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.